you ever been thinking about learning how to use After Effects but you're too overwhelmed to invest your time in it? Maybe you're worried because you're not a professional video editor or motion designer. Well, you may not look that worried. But it all ends here, because after this video you're gonna feel like Jerry. Okay, enough? Let's start now. So, this is the interface of After Effects, and first things first, we'll import our files. Let me choose these two. Okay, great. Next step is creating a new composition, which can be done in several ways. One way is by clicking here. After Effects has various presets, but for now I'm choosing this one. You can just customize yours. A frame rate of 24 or 25 FPS should be good for now, and I'll set the duration to 5 seconds and leave black as a background color. Useful tip: when you zoom in or out you might lose your fitted screen, so hit here and click on fit so that you can see your full screen and where the borders are. It will prevent future mistakes, trust me. Next, take your files and put them in your timeline. After Effects is a program that works with layers, which means that the higher a layer is, the more it's visible compared to the rest. When I move this logo under the video hides the logo, and by clicking here we can turn the layer off so that we can see better the lower ones and work with more ease. Also, you can move the time indicator at any point of the timeline and hit spacebar to play. You might notice it being slowed down or stuck, and this happens because After Effects, in order to preview the video, it needs to render it. So if you click here and select full, the resolution of the preview is better. However, this will affect the program's speed and might even lead to its crash. So if you want to prevent that from happening, you should select the quarter resolution, and don't worry about your final product because its quality won't be affected by this. Moving forward to the more interesting stuff, animating. I'll turn off the logo layer for a while, and I'm increasing the video scale so that it's covering the whole screen. Okay, I think it's fine now, and I'm decreasing the logo scale a little bit. Here. Nice. You see here the proportions we can change. For example, position can be either changed from here, or if we move the layer with our mouse, or even if we type the exact values. We've already seen scale, and then there is rotation and opacity. Anchor doesn't really matter for this video, so we'll see it on another video. Now, by clicking on the stopwatch, we're creating a new keyframe, which means that in this specific frame on time, we want our logo to be in this specific position. Now we're moving our time indicator to another frame and creating a new keyframe by clicking here on this little circle and by changing the position's values. Now if we hit the spacebar, the video is playing and our logo is moving slowly. I'm moving the second keyframe closer to the first one so that motion becomes a bit faster, and because we're pros, by marking both keyframes and pressing F9, motion becomes smoother. Alternatively, we can right-click on the keyframes and go from here to select Easy Ease. You can also find Easy Ease by clicking on this diagram, but we'll save that for later. Now let's add some text. Go here on this little T and click wherever you want your text to be on the screen. Let me type video tutorials, and next I'm working a little bit on this text layer. I'm increasing its scale and moving it so that it looks good comparing to the logo layer. When our time indicator is exactly where a keyframe is, then this little circle is blue, but once you move a frame, it's not. This means you're not working on an existing keyframe, so be careful on that. Okay, I'm clicking this little arrow to move to the next keyframe in order to see where I'm putting the text keyframe. We're moving the time indicator at the beginning and create a new position keyframe, making it start from the left. And again, marking the keyframes and hitting F9 to make the motion smoother. Now, if we take our text layer and put it right under the logo layer and hit spacebar, we'll notice that at the beginning the text is obvious and it looks kinda off. So in order to fix that, we move our time indicator on the second keyframe, and there is where our motion is complete. And next we'll go to Layer, New, Shape, and we're creating a rectangle exactly over the text. Not bigger and not smaller. I know it looks scary, just give me another minute and you'll see it's not that difficult. You can do it. You need to make sure that the shape layer is exactly above the text layer. If you can't see these boxes, come down here and click on Toggle Switch Modes and check the Alpha Matte Shape Layer 1. You'll see that the red box has disappeared and the magic has happened. Now our text appears only when it moves inside the box shape layer we created. We don't see it when it's on the left of the box. And let's now play the video. Congrats! If you've done that, you're officially an animator and you probably feel like this. Now let's move the time indicator a bit later on our timeline. We can edit more than one layers at once. So what I'm doing now is choosing the logo and text layer with Control and creating two new opacity keyframes by clicking on the stopwatch and the little circle. While I'm on the second keyframe, I change the opacity value to 0 and we can see both of the layers I chose are now invisible. Again, to make the transition smoother, let's mark the opacity keyframes and press F9, both on the text and the logo layer. Now let's say we want our video to fade out at the end, so again we're coming to the video and creating two new opacity keyframes. To make it look nice and sexy, mark them and press F9. Now, if we move this bar right here, then our video will finish right on this point. Even though the whole composition is 5 seconds, our final video, when we export it, will have the same duration as this bar. That is to say 4 seconds. Hit Ctrl and S to save our progress, and I advise you to save every now and then, because After Effects crashes quite often, and especially when you least need it. Time for the export, go to Composition and choose Add in Render Queue. From here you could select your file type, for example if you want it to be QuickTime, but I leave it as this. Here you can choose where you want it to be exported and name it, and then hit Render. Now, if for any reason you want to resize it or change the file's type, you can use the Media Encoder. It's another Adobe program. Look inside this area and import your file with Ctrl and I and go here to choose where you want it to render. Choose the file's type and edit the bitrate settings to resize it. Now there are some standards about bitrate. Here is what YouTube says is the optimal, but when I create a video for social media, posts or stories, I just reduce it to the minimum so that it's smaller and easier to upload. On this video I chose something close to 8 Mbps and go here to render the video. And this is the final video. I hope you like it and find it useful. Let me know if you try it by leaving a comment down below, or tell me what you would like to see in the next video related to video editing, motion graphics or social media. Thanks again, bye!